Okay, all right. So let's picture this. It's COVID restrictions have just been lifted, and you're going back out into a social setting, and you start to get those feelings of social anxiety bubbling up. Um, I find that my jaw gets quite tense. I store a lot of tension in my shoulders, and usually one of two things happen. I'll either go completely nonverbal and just not say anything at all and not know how to contribute to the conversation. I'm surrounded by all of my, best friends whom I've known for years and whom I've had lots of great conversations with, but I just won't know how to add anything to the conversation. Or I will say a bunch of stuff and, go completely into regret mode and be like, oh, crud, I really shouldn't have said that. Why did I say that? I really wonder what they're thinking right now. And so it just, it becomes quite overwhelming quite quickly. So I want to share 3 steps that work for me when this happens. So the first one is calm breathing, where I'll take slow, regular breaths through my nose. So purely through my nose. And it's important to realize that the goal of calm breathing isn't to completely eliminate anxiety, because anxiety is not dangerous, and it's normal to feel anxious at times, but it does make it a little easier for me to ride out these feelings in social situations. The second thing is progressive muscle relaxation. As I mentioned, my jaw tightens up. I store a lot of tension in my shoulders. And so I begin the process of tensing these muscles and then relaxing them all the way from my jaw, my shoulders, my back, my hips, my legs. And this strategy can really help lower my overall tension and stress levels, all of which contribute to anxiety problems. The third thing is realistic thinking. So when I have social anxiety, sometimes these random and nasty thoughts enter my head, like, no one likes me. I'm going to say something stupid, or I've said something stupid. I'll probably do something foolish, and people will laugh. I just don't know what to say. And what I try and do is evaluate and challenge these thoughts, and just remembering that these thoughts are just guesses. They're not actual facts about what's really happening. So some questions that I use to help me examine my thoughts are, am I 100% sure that this will happen? How many times has this actually happened? How many times have I said something foolish and people have laughed? What is the evidence that supports this thought? What's the evidence that doesn't support this thought? And, is this really so important that my whole future depends on it? Will it matter tomorrow? Will it matter in a week? Does, so-and-so's opinion reflect everyone else's? And these are sort of the core 3 sort of pillars that I lean upon when I face social anxiety. All I'm doing here is I'm sharing my story and what I've learned. None of this is a substitute for professional medical advice. It's not intended to be a substitute for any advice, diagnosis, or treatment. And you should still seek the advice of an appropriately qualified healthcare professional before making any decisions about your own circumstances. You can also access empathetic social support from a mate on LinkMate by scanning the code right next to me. Thank you for watching.